again, cooking for the personality who's being worshipped. You can also help in the classrooms when something is required. You can assist the teachers. You can carry their bags. You can give them water. You can empty what they need. So there are so many different types of services that you can do. And on daily basis, we take prasadam. So we have prasadam service. And the coordinator for the prasadam service and other activities is Pyari Mohan Prabhu. So he will be guiding you in different ways for the prasadam service. And you will be divided into different teams. And one team will serve every week. So you will not be serving every day. Sometimes you'll be serving and sometimes you will be eating. So, and those who will take part in the prasadam distribution is those who are in the Bhakti Shastri course, but also those who are in the other courses. Their schedule may not be always regular, but there is the Bhakti Shiranam students, the Bhakti Vaibhav students, so some of them will also join the groups on the server. We have one at the back there. She's going to be here from time to time in Bhakti Shiranam. So today we are hearing about prasadam distribution. Prasadam distribution should be done very, very, very nicely. Prasadam service is an art, means it has to be done very skillfully. It has to be done very properly. Why is that? Just think 1 second that you are sitting ready to eat. So, what can happen to you? We are going to have a few skits also to understand what can happen to us when we go for prasadam. First of all, the atmosphere can be very chaotic. Sometimes you go for prasadam, there is so much noise. People walking in all directions, buckets banging, loudspeakers. Next, please hurry. How do you feel when you eat like that? You'll be like, oh, I'm going to have indigestion. When you eat, eating is a very sacred thing. This is the nourishment from the earth and the nourishment from Krishna that we are taking. We need to be in a good consciousness. We need to be in a good mood, right? When we take prasadam. If our mood is disturbed during eating, the digestion will be disturbed and you will not enjoy the eating, you will not be happy. So those who serve, therefore, have a great responsibility to make sure that the devotees are pleased. Prasadam service is Vaishnava Seva, which Krishna says is more pleasing to him than direct service unto him. When the pujari is offering arti, sometimes you feel, oh, I would like to do that also. But Krishna says, one who serves me directly is dear to me, but one who serves my devotee is more dear to me. So Vaishnava Seva is actually the topmost service. There is a Nama Seva and there is Vaishnava Seva. These two most important in our life. So I would say is don't skip the prasadam service. Some people always try to skip. The idea of studying is to understand that we are a servant. We are a servant of Krishna. We are a servant of the devotees. And so we should be eager to serve, not try to skip it as much as possible. We should be eager to serve as much as possible, even to help when it's not our turn, because we want to serve. Sometimes there are students like that, devotees like this. They serve all the time because they want to serve. We had one brahmachari before he was in Bhakti Vaibhav. We couldn't stop him. He was serving prasadam all the time, during festivals, on daily basis, morning, afternoon, all the time. He was serving prasadam because he understood the value of pleasing the devotees. So serving prasadam is an art, and it is one of the very important activities in the Vaishnava society. So we must learn and practice that art very, very carefully. Many devotees, they become devotees by eating prasadam. Because they ate some prasadam, all their life changes. So Prabhupada said, either they will get it through the ear or they will get it through the mouth. So the first thing most important in prasadam service is respect. You have to respect. Respect whom? The devotees who are sitting for prasadam. Not that somehow you are doing them a favor. You are not doing them a favor. You are doing yourself a favor. By serving them, they are all devotees of the Lord. So we should respect the devotees, not insult them, not demean them, not think negatively about them, or too many of them. And who else we should respect? The prasadam, very clearly. We should respect the prasadam, not just throw it next to the plate, not kick the buckets. And what else? Who else we should respect?
Organizers.
The what?
Organizers.
The organizers, the servers, those who are serving, they should relate with each other very nicely. Those who are organizing, we should respect them. Yes. So, and there should be devotion. Devotion means the spirit of serving with the idea to please the devotees. We want to please the devotees. They should feel comfortable. They should feel welcome. They should get what they need. They should get what they want, what they need. Not that somebody doesn't eat rice and by force we give him rice. So we should please the devotees and be attentive to them. So we should serve them very respectfully and very cheerfully. Cheerfully means happily. Not that you are serving yourself. Again, my turn has come. The one who is taking the prasadam, when we serve, there is energy that comes in the hand. We have to make sure that we are delivering positive energy in the plate of the devotees. Otherwise they will feel it. It may even make them sick if you deliver negative energy. So it is our good fortune that we have the opportunity to serve the devotees. Now, part of respect for the prasadam, for the devotees, is that while serving prasadam, we should be clean, we should be peaceful, and we should be satisfied. What does it mean to be clean for a person who serves prasadam? Wash the hands. Yes. This is like first rule. Before you go for prasadam distribution, you wash your hands with the soap very nicely. In fact, everybody is supposed to wash their hands. There is a tendency that everybody goes to wash their hands after prasadam. That time you have to, because you ate with your hand, unless you do like in America, you just clean it on your blue jeans pockets. You clean everything on the blue jeans pockets. No, this is not the culture of Brahmanas, it's not the culture of Vaishnavas. So before coming for eating, both the servers and those who are going to eat, they must wash their hands. And everywhere it is necessary. Here in India, it's a tropical country. Washing the hands, cleaning the hands is a very important thing. You should clean your hands several times a day. There are bacteria. Now we are approaching the rainy season. there were a few drops this morning. During the rainy season, the bacteria is multiplied. So you need to clean your hand. As I say several times a day, go back to your room after being everywhere. Just quickly, takes 2 seconds, clean your hands. So, clean your hands. What else means clean when you serve prasadam? Utensils should be clean. Yes, that we will take care of. Utensils have to be clean. And one of your duties will be to be cleaning the buckets, the spoon after prasadam. So please clean them well. Not that you leave half of the prasadam inside, some little pieces sticking here and there, just in case Durvasa Muni comes and we can still draw something from the bucket. It's not the case. So clean very nicely the buckets. Okay, and what else should be clean? The floor, yes, that someone will be doing before prasadam, but you will be doing after prasadam. So you should also make sure that you clean nicely. That tables also for prasadam, also the tables have to be cleaned very nicely. So these are all your duties. Everything should be clean. And what else should be clean? You should be clean. Which means one thing for sure is, 2 things actually. One is if you are unwell, if you have fever, it is considered unclean. So if you have fever, you don't serve prasadam. Or if you have like a cold and your nose is dripping. Oh, sorry, Prabhu. If you are sneezing very badly, if your nose is running, if you are coughing so badly every 3 seconds, then refrain from serving prasadam. But please don't use it as an excuse. Mataji, I have a little cold, I cannot serve prasadam. This is when there is contamination. You're sneezing, you're coughing, then you are not clean. Another thing is during prasadam, you are not, it's like deity worship. So during prasadam, you are not supposed to touch anything on your body. Especially like, you have a lot of sweat, right? Sweaty. So you go like, oh. And then you take the chapati and you go and give it to Sachini Maishuta. Sachini Maishuta saw you taking the sweat out of your face, and you get like, not today. Or you go like, and then you go and to the Prabhu, little bit more sabji. No, I'm fine. You should be clean, understand? So you don't do any of this nonsense. Put your finger in the nose, your finger in the mouth, your finger in the ears. None of these things happen during prasadam service. This is also self-control. Self-control, right? And other thing is, if you have passed stool, you must have taken a bath. After passing stool, we take a bath, full bath. So if somehow you have diarrhea or you have something happened, somehow you have passed stool and you could not take bath, which actually should not happen. Remember, for whom is the Bhakti Shakti course? Brahmanas. You know what is a Brahmana? What's another word for Brahmana? Suchi. Suchi. Brahmana is known as Suchi. Suchi Matam. Take birth in the family of a Brahmana. So you are being trained to being Brahmanas. So you are not exempt from anything. So taking bath is compulsory when you wake up in the morning, and it is compulsory after you pass stool. But just in case, you have diarrhea 20 times a day, you go to the bathroom, some problem is there, so you cannot serve prasadam if you are unclean. Any other unclean condition, you refrain from serving prasadam. But If you are in the roster, you don't come. What do you have to do? Inform. No, not inform. You don't just inform. What do? You arrange. For what? Replacement. Don't inform. But I'm not coming. What can I do? No, you don't inform anything. You replace. Actually, you can inform. There are prasadam groups. You have seen the prasadam groups. You can say that today I'm unable to serve, such and such will serve in my place. So this is your responsibility. If you cannot come for any reason, you have to find a replacement and put the announcement on the group who is replacing you, so that Pyari Mohan can know that, okay, there's a different person today. Good. It says you should be clean, you should be peaceful, not angry, not overexcited, like that, very peaceful, and satisfied. What means satisfied? No chinta.
No greedy.
No greedy. Yeah, you're serving the prasadam, and you're thinking, oh, gulab jamuns. The devotee said, give me two. He said, no, one. Because you are thinking, I have to eat afterwards. I hope the gulab jamun will be enough. I hope I'm going to get one too. And I want two. So you cannot be thinking that you are not going to get prasadam, that you think this preparation is very nice, you should save it for yourself. This kind of thing cannot be. When you are distributing prasadam, you have to distribute whatever is there. And it is the duty of Pyari Mohan to make sure that everything is distributed. No. That something is kept for the servers. That is his responsibility, to make sure that prasadam is kept for the servers. So no chinta, no greediness. It is something which is not nice to do when we are serving prasadam and you look at the food with greed. This is very bad. Again, you are putting, greed is a negative energy. You are putting your negative energy inside the food, and then you are giving it to the person, feeding them greed. So please be peaceful and be in the generous mood, gentle mood, service mood. Next is say, be very alert. What means alert? Awake, observing. Alert to what? What should we alert to? Yeah, the needs of the devotees. We should be alert to the needs of the devotees, what they need, and we should take action immediately, not delay. While serving, you should not be over-passionate, but you should be energetic. Move quickly, be enthusiastic, be efficient. Not that you are serving prasadam, so you go to the first one. Okay, Prabhupada? Then slowly you move to the next one. And there are 5 servers in queue. And they were like, it's blocked. You can't go forward. And all the people in the line are looking, what's happening? When are they going to serve? Everybody becomes impatient. And they look at the clock, I have class. When am I going to get prasadam? So you don't be too slow. You don't be too fast that it falls on the people's clothes. So, and you be efficient. It has to go in the plate. Sometimes people say, sometimes people have some culture, they want it here. There's a big plate, they want it here, and here, and here. So what you should do? You should follow. You should follow. Okay, put it here. Fine, okay, I put it here. Not like, where? So, Be attentive to the needs of the devotees, to their direction. Sometimes they say, no, 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 no. But you were busy talking to somebody. I didn't want. So when you serve, you have to look at the devotees that you are serving, not somewhere else, not thinking something else. It's like when you chant japa, you should be attentive. Yes. So, serve when the person being served is looking. So not only you should be looking at the person, but the person should be looking at you. So you can say, Haribol, sometimes they are absorbed in eating, and here you come with a big spoon of sabji. If you have been to Mayapur, sometimes the rice spoon in Mayapur is big like this. Yeah, special spoons for rice, because their base food is rice. So they come with a huge spoon of rice. And if you happen to be chapati wala, so then catastrophe. You didn't look. So the person who is eating should look. You cannot put anything on someone's plate without their knowledge. Because the other day I said, no waste. If you put something on the plate which people don't want, naturally they're going to put it in the bin. Can you take him out? Don't hurt him. No, don't do that. No, you have to catch him in your hands. And then don't hurt him. Close your hands. Take him out. He's a rich Basi.
Stay out.
Okay? So what did we say? We should serve when the devotees are looking. They should be aware of what's coming. And you should give only Haribol.
He should also be sitting in the class, Mataji.
Who? Oh, Amritananda.
Yes.
Does he do all these mistakes?
Yes.
Yes.
Very
Aya.
days before.
Haribol. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Yes.
So, you should serve what they desire, and especially not serve what they don't want. So you have to be looking at their hands, looking at their face. They will say no. They will say no. When they do like this, what you do, you don't put it on the hands. It means no. When they do like this, it means, in India it means little, thoda. It means less. So they will show you that I want just less. So you have to follow what they say. No, I don't want this. I want more. You put more. Of course, if you hardly have anything in the bucket and you still have 5 people to serve, you cannot give everything to the person in front of you. So you also have to follow the instructions of the lead servers who are going to tell you this preparation is more. You can serve as much as they want. This preparation is less, so you give little to everybody. And if somebody says more, you tell him, frankly, there is less of this sakti. So I can only give you little. If there is something left, I will come back. Understand? Next, if we make a mistake and someone points out we have made a mistake. So number 1, what could be the mistake? What mistake can we make when we distribute prasada? Serving too much. Again, you do this, they don't look, you just drop it on that. You have served too much. That's a mistake. What else? What other mistake can you do?
We can sometimes.
Put it on their clothes. Yes. It falls on their clothes. That's a mistake. What else? not taking care of their needs, okay. Oh, you touch the spoon to their plate. Now this is a big mistake. We don't do that. So remember when you serve that the spoon that with which you serve must remain clean. So the spoon belongs to the bucket. And when you serve, you have to serve it in a way that it goes on the plate, but you don't touch the plate. Some servers, they are expert. They go and download it on the plate. Now, what if the person is already in the middle of eating, and you come with your spoon and touch the plate and download the prasadam? Suppose this person is having typhoid. You don't know? He's having just a little fever. He thinks it's a cold, but it's not a cold. It is typhoid. Or it is flu. He has a big bad flu coming up. You do that. You touch his plate. So when you lift the spoon, little bit of what is in his plate is attached to the spoon. Then you put the spoon in the bucket to pick for the next person. You mix it a little bit, and then you take and you go serve the next person. Some flu? Will you take some flu, Prabhu? Any typhoid you like? So you serve to the next, then the third one, then the fourth one, and the next morning, no one is in class, everybody is having fever. So this is very, very dangerous. It is not good to do that. Yes.
We had that one case in the class when someone had a chicken pox that was worse.
Yeah.
And it was the whole class.
Yeah, one time we had that. So it can happen. So please, so you don't touch, it's a mistake. And either the person will say, the person will usually not even say, but your supervisor may say, don't do that. If you happen by mistake to touch the plate, what you should do? You stop, you go to there is a palm tree upstairs, you go there, you wash the spoon, and then resume the service. Please take it very seriously. Okay, any other mistakes?
Putting in the wrong place.
Putting in the wrong place on the plate. Somebody said here, and you put it there. So he's upset. Or you are serving sweet rice, and by mistake you put it where?
Sabzi. We have to put the sabzi.
In the sabji, or better, in the salt. You put the sweet rice in the dal, you put the sweet rice in the salt. This is a mistake. Of course, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to mix all the Mahaprasadam, because we are not supposed to just eat prasadam for enjoyment, but still, there is no need to disturb the devotees. If they want to mix everything, they can do it themselves, but not us. But we should serve it. So these are mistakes. Or you go like, sorry, Prabhu. So that's a big mistake. You cannot do that. If you feel you're going to sneeze, you move. Run somewhere. So any mistake that you do, so what will happen? So what should happen? After you do a mistake and somebody is pointing out you have made a mistake, what should you do? You should?
Accept, and then we should rectify it.
Yeah, you should first of all accept. And you should be in the mood of repentance. That, I'm really sorry. My mistake. No, not yet you start arguing. So what? I put the sweet rice in the salt. So what? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to eat the sweet rice with the salt. So what? This is not the mood of the servant. You are a servant. And you had to do your service well and you did not. So we should accept it very gracefully. We should ask for forgiveness and we try not to repeat the mistake. Okay? And usually Vaishnavas are easy to please. Not always. There are some people sometimes who are a little picky, They are always difficult. You tell them, you show them the rice, they ignore you. Then when you move, they say, why didn't you give me? So, but even if they are a little moody, your duty is to keep cool. You have to keep cool and keep serving. Do not become angry with those you serve. Do not rebuke them. It's not your position. And if there is a conflict which arises, you don't deal with it yourself. You report it. You can report it to the head of your group, and better you report it to Pyari Mohan Prabhu, or anyone who is there that day supervising the prasadam. You report it to them. And they will deal with it. Because sometimes it happens, there's some conflict. So you don't deal with it. You just report it. Everything should be peaceful. Reply politely if you are unable to meet some demand. Can I have more pakoras? Pakoras are finished. So what to do? So then you have to be very kind and gentle and, explain that, may I serve you something else? Because pakoras, unfortunately, very unfortunately, they seem to be over. So, a sincere, polite word is simple to offer. So if you speak to them kindly, gently, they'll be okay, fine. But if you tell them, like one time we were on the retreats, I still remember, unforgettable. We were serving idlis. So everybody likes South Indian food. So we were serving idli, and of course the idli finished. So then one man, he was saying, give me more idli. So the server came and he showed him the bucket. No more. He showed him the empty bucket. Very bad. We don't do this kind of thing. You have to be gentle. Just explain nicely that, just for today, very unfortunately, there is no more of this item. Can I serve you something else? I'm so sorry. So you have to explain like this. And when you become a prasadam server, it's like you become a representative actually of the whole VIHE, of the whole place that you are serving. So you should be kind. The people who come to the temple, if you are serving somewhere, the prasadam, if you mistreat them, they will not remember you, they will remember ISKCON. That what ruffians these people are. So we should not displease the people. So, and who was the person to whom he showed the bucket? He was the donor. For the entire prasadam, for the whole retreats, which was like 7 lakhs of rupees. And he showed him the bucket. That morning I was walking, I didn't go for prasadam, after prasadam I was walking and I see my donors, 2 of them, they were walking out of the prasadam hall, and I was like, oh, good, today there was idli. So I go to them and I say, Hare Krishna, how was the prasadam? Very bad. They were like so annoyed. What happened? And then afterwards I met that fool, who showed him the bottom of the bucket. So please be very polite, be gentle, respectful, take special care of senior devotees. Some of the teachers will be eating prasadam with us. So what we do for the teachers, usually we give them a student table. So they can, some of them may eat on the table, sitting up, but most of them they sit down and we give them a table. So when it's your turn to serve prasadam, so the one who is leading or the prasadam in charge must immediately bring the table. Or if you know that there is a teacher, you put the table immediately before he arrives. And then you serve the teacher. Teacher should be served immediately as soon as they arrive. But not like this, that there are 5 servers, all the 5 servers are busy with the teacher and all the devotees are waiting. No. You just delegate one person. One person will serve the teacher quickly. And not that everybody else is neglected. So learn, because no one should be disrespected. If all the Vaishnavas are pleased by our service, Krishna will be pleased. This is very, very simple practice, very simple philosophy, so we should take advantage. So, the atmosphere now, this was like a culture of prasadam distribution. Now the atmosphere in the prasadam hall should also be peaceful and devotional. It should not be noisy. So the servers and those who eat also do not talk unnecessarily. And if you are eating prasad and need to talk, it's okay, but talk not too loud. Talk gently with your neighbor. And those who are serving the prasadam, you don't yell, hey! Nice! Bagat loud! They do like this. You yell from this side to that side of the prasadam hall. Bring me the bucket, bring me this. Simply, and similarly, those who are sitting, most rude in Vaishnava culture is to ask. It's very rude. What is the meaning of prasad? Kripa. Mercy. Prasadam is mercy. Mercy descends. Mercy descends. And if you want mercy, you should be a little humble. Not yet, hey, bring me chapati. Hey, give me rice. Hey, come here. Me first. Give me this, give me that. Come here. I want water. I want this, I want that. So we cannot, this is not a good thing. And when will this happen, that people will start calling? When will it happen? When the servers are not attentive. When the servers, they go one round and then they sit. This is very famous. They go one time, they distribute, and then they all come next to the buckets and they stand there, they talk, they joke, they laugh, they look outside, and the people who are eating are like, anybody serving? So please don't do that as servers. Servers means you go one round, then you go 2 rounds, then you go 3 rounds. At least 3 times you have to go around. You don't just stop. If you stop after the first round, you stop for 1 minute and then you go second round. We don't want to see any servers standing next to the buckets. Everybody should be busy serving. Then there will be less chance. Only a rude person, uncultured person, demanding person will start to ask. Because if it keeps going around, you don't have to ask. You know it's peaceful. It's coming. It's coming. And if they ask for something, I want the other subject. It's coming. It's coming. So that way you have to keep the atmosphere peaceful by keep serving. Yes, Brian?
On the same point, some devotees will ask for specific things within the food.
Can you give me the paneer?
So what should we do? Because
So you have a bucket, you have mixed sabji with paneer cubes inside. So somebody like, paneer. I want the paneer. Another says, I don't want the potatoes. I want only the beans, So what to do? To keep him satisfied, you give him 1 piece. You have to keep him satisfied. So you cannot just go all around and gather all the paneer and put it on 1 plate. No, you cannot do that. Then what about the next one? He also wants the paneer. Everybody wants the paneer. So you have to be a little, what you say? The main thing is you should be jolly. They should be gentle, jolly, generous, and they will feel the vibe, they'll eat the vibe. You know? And then if he says, I want this, I want that, so you just take a bit of sabji and you add a little piece of paneer and you give it to him with paneer. And if they go like more, you say, I'm just coming back. You know, I'll come back. Try to keep them satisfied, but you cannot just pick and give them. One wants no potatoes, the other one wants only the potatoes, the third one wants the beans, the fourth, you can't, you know, and then it means, this is, when you are at home, even then, this is actually disrespectful to what? Prasadam. This is disrespectful to the prasadam. Is there more Krishna Kripa in the paneer than in the potato? No. Like, Krishna's mercy is everywhere in the prasada. So now what you are doing, you are simply enjoying the prasada. Instead of receiving Prabhupada's mercy and Krishna's mercy, you are simply pick and choose to satisfy your tongue. So this is not Vaishnava culture. But if somebody wants something, you little, you give him some little, and you move on with a smile. I'll try for more next time. Make sure you don't go back because you will ask for more. Be a little, intelligent. So you cannot displease him completely, but you cannot fulfill his desire because his desire is not correct. So you do a little compromise, yes? So do not talk unnecessarily, talk softly. Between the servers, instead of, when you are at a distance, you can devise some signs. Instead of saying, hey, you go like, try to attract the attention. And you can have some signs. You can show the bucket, not to the people, to the server, and ask, is there more of this? So it's called cheshta. It's one of the pramanas. There are 10 pramanas. We studied 3 yesterday. There are 10. One of them is cheshta, which means a sign. So you can gesture. But don't shout. And serve very quietly. Now, one thing about quietly is the buckets. What can be done wrong with the buckets? Huh? Banging the buckets. Yes, you bang the buckets. You throw the spoon in the bucket, like the bucket is there, and you go like, woo! Throw the spoons, bang the spoon in the bucket. So this should not be. And another thing you can do with the bucket is drag them on the floor, and it makes this creepy sound, So that is not welcome either. You should lift the buckets. So usually we keep small buckets, so that's not too heavy. And on the ladies' side, we feel little less, we refill, so that you can carry the bucket. You don't drag the buckets. Good. Okay. So the organization, you will hear more from Pyari Mohan. Your group has to be a little organized. The people are coming. There will be a few more devotees who are going to join us. Or sometimes there will be festivals, so more people will come. So the idea of prasadam service is that first, you let the people sit. And you can direct them. Usually what people like to do is there are like 3 rows, and one comes, he sits on the first row, second one comes, he sits on the second row, the third one comes, he sits on the third row. So as someone who comes for prasadam, you should be educated to know that you don't do that. You feel the row. When you come for prasadam, you sit where the row ends. You see, 10 people are sitting, you are the 11th. Not that 10 people are sitting, you'll be the first one in the next row. This is not good culture. You keep filling the room. And those who are serving prasadam organizing, they invite, they can direct. One person in the group can direct, please fill the room. Yes, yes, please sit. Next row, like that. So that the prasadam can start. Like suppose 2 rows are full, one third row is not full, but still the prasadam will start. First row, second row, first row, second row. And then when there are a few more people, you serve the next row. So like this, when there are feasts, there will be more people. So then you can follow this kind of thing. So in general, fill the rows. Provide tables, chairs, elderly people. Sometimes we have elderly teachers, we have elderly students. They need the tables. So you provide for them. And if you see that there are not enough tables, then you report to Pyare Mohan. And we can bring more tables. There are many tables. Yes. Now, if there is any need to restrict somebody from taking prasadam, I would think mostly Pyare Mohan will be doing that, someone who is more in charge. Suppose somebody comes, like 10 people show up or 5 people show up. We don't know them. Somehow they found their way up to the prasadam hall. They smell the nice smell of prasadam, or they are just visiting. We don't know who they are. Suddenly 5 people show up. We are not cooking for so many people. So the quantities are very important. That's why we told you that when you are not coming, what you should do? Inform. The day before or before 8 o'clock in the morning, you should inform that I am not coming. And then the cooks are going to cook for this number. Now we know this is the number for today. Suddenly 5 people show up. Right in the beginning of prasadam, 5 people show up, we don't know who they are. Now different things can happen. Actually this is for those who are in charge to notice who are these people. Then you have to go and talk to them and say, Hare Krishna, who are you? Talk to them. And if you see that they are candidates for taking prasadam, you have to be very careful. Because if there are 5, even if there are 3, they will eat a certain quantity. So this is not like when we go to the Krishna Balaram hall here, the Krishna hall, that they are serving thousands of people. So if there are 10 more, it doesn't matter. But here it matters. So they should be somehow very kindly delayed. They can be delayed. Would you mind to wait a little bit? Because now we are serving, prasadam is limited. That is the truth. So we can tell them, if they are gentle people, they can just sit on the sofa and wait. We will feed them later. But if you were not attentive and they are already sitting, you cannot go and tell them to get up. That is very rude. Once they have sat down and they have a plate in front of their, thing, already their digestive system is activated. They are like looking forward to eating, and you come and say, I'll say, yeah. Where have you come from? Get out of here. Go sit there, wait. This cannot be done. So be attentive that if there are guests, you should catch them before they sit. Then you are not at fault. Once they are seated, there's hardly anything we can do. You will have to serve them. Next, okay. Ladies and gents sit separately. The men serve the men, the ladies serve the ladies. So please stick to that. Usually we organize 2 sets of buckets, and there is the ladies organizing team, there's the gents organizing team. In the prasadam service, there is, in the men, there's Pyare Mohan is overall in charge. Anybody assisting you? The heads of the groups are assisting. And on the ladies' side, we have Nitya Vishaka and Brajavallavi. They are the coordinators for the prasadam. So, what does it mean that somebody is a coordinator? Even if he is one of the students, but he's the head of the group, for 1 week he's in charge of the prasadam. So what does that mean? Those who are coordinators, you must listen to them. If they tell you don't sit here, you don't sit here. If they tell you, would you mind to help serve? Somebody didn't come, didn't inform, didn't replace, you please try to cooperate. Those who are placed in a position of authority, we should listen to them and try to cooperate as much as possible. Okay? Prasadam ideally starts when everybody is sitting. Not that 3 people have come and somebody already starts serving them. Because sometimes they demand, hey, start, you know. Only 5 are there, 10 are there, and they are demanding, serve. So, one thing is there is the time to look at, and second is we want everybody to come. Otherwise, it's difficult to serve. How many times are we going to go around? Okay? The order for serving the items is determined by the leader, and he tells the servants, first this, then this, then this, then this, then that. Okay? In general, we do not serve water like to everybody because it's a waste. You know, you just fill the glass and then they throw it out. Most people don't drink. So if you wish to drink water, in the wash areas there are plates, there are cups, you can take plates, you can take 1 cup, you can take 2 cups if you want, and you may ask for water. If somebody asks for water, the servers can bring water to that person. But we don't systematically serve water because it's a waste. Most people just waste it. When you are serving, usually you will start, if there is a salad, we start with the salad. For digestion, you eat the raw things first, they take more energy from the stomach to digest. If there is a salad, you start serving the salad. Otherwise, you have to start. The philosophy is that when you start serving, people should be able to start eating. So what wrong can happen? What is the first thing not to serve? Dal. Sweet also. Unless you are a Gujarati, any Gujaratis here, we eat sweets first. We love sweets. But sweet is like the salad, worse. It takes a lot of energy from the fire of digestion. If you eat sweets first, you will not eat much. You should know that. So if you want to lose weight, first you eat sweet and then you eat other things. Or if you don't have enough food, serve the sweets first. Then they won't eat much. And there will be enough for prasadam. So in general, we don't serve the sweets first, we serve the sweets last. And you have to serve something which is eatable. So the dal, most people, unless they are real foreigners like Russians, who think that dal is a soup, so they start drinking the dal. Otherwise, dal is meant to be eaten with rice. So the best thing you can do is you serve rice, and after rice comes dal. But we are in North India, not in Bengal. So usually what we serve first is sabji. Okay. You give the sabji, after sabji comes what? Chapati. After sabji comes chapati. After chapati comes, in general these two they go together. If you give chapati first, second comes sabji. If you give sabji first, second comes chapati. Okay? And so they start eating. Suppose you give them dal. So they are watching. Next you bring chutney. They are still watching. Now you don't do that. You have to combine the things. The one who serves the rice, should you give one sabji, you give the chapati, they start eating. Then you can bring some rice. First the rice, then the dal, not vice versa. Many people are used because they have been eating from childhood in the rice, they make a little well in the middle, and they are supposed to put the dal on top of the rice. Yeah? Some people want it in the cup, so you put it in the cup, wherever they want. But not that you bring the dal first and it spreads all over the plate, and then you bring the rice. No. So please respect. Chapati plus sabji. Then comes, and in the sabji chapati, either goes first, second, no problem. But in the rice and dal is first the rice, then the dal. Then more sabji, sometimes 2 sabjis are there. And then you bring other things. Maybe today somebody, their phone rang, so they sponsored pakoras or something. So then comes pakoras. Pakoras go with chutney. And then you keep going around, and if there's a sweet, it comes in the end. So please remember these things. We also serve salt. Do we do that? Did you prepare first thing? The salt?
We only give that when they ask, or not.
No, you go around though. One person goes around. We are supposed to give lemon according to the season. Sometimes it's not available. Lemon, salt, ginger, chili, the chili. So you go around and you see what they want. But you don't give them automatically because they don't need. Okay? Not much time left. So please be very careful. I think we have said many things. Neither serve too much, nor too little. So now this is the next rule for serving. As I said, we are going to be going round, round, round. When people come for prasadam, some people, they have eyes like Jagannath. Big eyes, They're hungry. So they have big eyes. And when you come with the sabji, they go like, they want more, more, more. But first of all, it is rude from the part of the one who is eating to ask a little more. You can ask a little more. But not like, give me more. This is rude. And if you understand that it's not your only chance, you'll get second chance like a jamming, You'll get second chance. Next round you can have more. So don't demand, those who are eating, don't demand, especially on the first round. Because what happens with some people with their big eyes, they take more sabji. There are lots of rice, lots of dal, 10 pakoras, they just have a plate like this. And they start eating. And within 15 minutes, their hunger is satiated. And then they look at the plate. What to do now? In English they say to have the eyes bigger than the stomach. The eyes are bigger than the stomach. So don't serve lots of prasadam on the first round. You just serve, 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 serve. And then you come back. If they want more, you give more. According to the availability. Okay? And the next rule for serving prasadam, you go one after the next. You don't pick and choose. You don't serve your friends first. You don't serve the one who's, signaling from the end of the row, here, please, come here. You don't do, no. You see, okay, I'm coming, So you follow the line. Many times we see this. In the first round, they serve the line. And then these Buddhu servers, Buddhu means not nice, not intelligent. They finish first round, they think my job is done. Now they sit next to the bucket and talk and smile and look at the sky, chant japa. No. You have to go second round. And when you wait next to the bucket, what will happen? They'll start raising their hands, calling. Then you figure what they want, then you take the bucket, and then you go to this one. The other one across the line also wants, so you go to that one. Then the other one over there also, so you go to that one. We don't want to see that kind of service. This is not service. Service means you start from the one in the first line and you go around. And others are supposed to peacefully, humbly wait. You go 3 times. After 3 times, somebody goes around and says, anything more? Anything more? Anything more? At that time, if somebody wants something more, then you go and get it or you ask someone to bring it and you serve that person. Then after 3 rounds of service, then you can do personal service for 1 or 2 people who want more something. And when there are many people during festivals, you have to spot the people who eat forever. There are some people that just sit forever. And why they sit forever? Because they are talking. So they can't finish. So you have to humbly go and tell them, there are more devotees to serve, would you mind? Okay, so I will stop here. We said about the cleanliness, everything should be clean. Yeah, okay. Okay. So some more instructions will be given when you start serving. Always use the right hand for serving. If you touch your sweat by mistake, you have to, some people, they go like, they start scratching here, there, and then they serve prasadam. So don't do any things like that. Now we're going to have a little, I think, illustration. Yes? No? So let's get ready. Yes?
Mataji, now these days the atmosphere is like this. So some servers are serving and their sweat is just going.
Ah, yeah. Oh.
So I saw this thing. And I have only one of them. I hate that server. But I told that server, please, just be mindful.
Yeah, so now because of the season, you heard that sweating is very natural, So one way you can do is, take the sweat out with your sleeves or something, not with the hand. And if you take out with the hand, you go wash. It's okay if you want to, you can take a break, go, wash your face, dry your face, come back. So please note that it is true. It's the same. It is said you should not worship the deity while you sweat. But in the summer, how to avoid it? And so therefore, be mindful. If you feel that it's dripping from your face, you have to do something. You can use your sleeves, or you can go and dry your face and come back. Thank you. Yes.
So basically it happens in Indian people. So what they tie around the throat, around the head, and they take a roti, so that it will not fall out of the clothes.
Yes.
Ending for left hand and keep side.
No, it's not very good. You can use the hanky, but you should go somewhere and wash your hands. You can't be like... No, not very good. Any other questions? Are you ready? Yes. Can you repeat louder? What is the question? One hearing lecture. No, it is not forbidden. But not personal that you hear your thing and everybody has to hear it. Sometimes when we get organized, you have to appeal to Acharya Mohan, we can play some music. You can hear something while eating. The idea is that prasadam first starts with singing the prayers. Mahaprasadi Govinde, Sarira Vijayar. And this chanting of the prayers should not be mechanical. Mostly we do this very mechanical. And everybody is loudly singing, Sarira Vijayar! It's not meant to be like this. It is a prayer. It is a prayer for the Lord to allow us to taste the prasadam without becoming overwhelmed by the mode of passion and becoming involved in sense gratification and overeating and all these things. So it is a prayer. So it should be chanted as a prayer. And after that, in the song, it says, Radha Krishna Guragaon. That during prasadam, actually if you go to some strict Vaishnav places, it is not allowed to talk at all during prasadam. Because during prasadam you are supposed to do only Radha Krishna Guragaon. Sing the glories of Radha and Krishna. We hear sometimes in Chaitanya Charitamrita Mahaprabhu take prasadam, and in between you would hear Hari, 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 and that's all. They would not talk during prasadam. So talking during prasadam, we don't forbid it because sometimes it's the only time you can associate with each other, but it should not be excessive, and it should not be loud. And the best is to focus on your eating and just meditate on the eating, and we can also play some music, we can play some lecture, it's fine. We can hear something while taking prasadam. And remember, one thing which is not allowed during prasadam is the phone. No calling, no messaging. First of all, when you are taking prasadam, the whole area is contaminated because everybody is eating there. So you bring your phone in the prasadam hall, you put it there. Now you have a muchi phone, and then you put it everywhere in your bag, in the classroom, in the temple room, everywhere. These phones, you should have a discipline for them. They should be clean. They should be clean means you should not go in dirty places. You don't sleep with your phone and then put it on the table, then take bath, then take the phone and put it in your bag. You don't do that. If you sleep with your phone, because some people, they want the alarm, these things have become such a, So, but then you should clean it. Wipe it so that it's clean. This is like Brahminical culture. You don't deal with contaminated things. So we will have another lecture some other time about cleanliness. So during prasadam, no phone calls, no messaging, no ringing. Okay, let's see. You are prepared, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Prasad.
Start you. सबर करो, शुरू होने वाला है. Just wait, man. Don't jump. Okay. Hear it very carefully. All the devotees who are taking prasadam, please don't use mobile. Keep it in your pocket.
I'm listening to the recording. Okay.
Just wait. Just listen to first. Okay.
Lecture at the
First of all, don't keep your plates on your lap. Put it down. Down. Taking the side so like this.
I'm more comfortable.
Should follow. Okay. Good. Keep it. Otherwise, it will spoil your cooking. Prabhu, keep your feet back there. What is this? You are eating or chanting? Huh? Mahagarland is not there.
You can have a Mahagarland.
What is this, man? You are wearing Mahagarland. You don't have any antennas? So instead of telling, so rude, so you should be, humble and humbly approach and tell those devotees, please do this. Instead of, ordering, you should request. You should be requesting.
So one thing is the person who was correcting was rude. So that you should not speak like this. Hey man, don't use their phone. And what did they do wrong? What did they do wrong? One kept the plate on the lap. So you will find sometimes some people they come, they put their plate on their laps. So you have to stop them gently. We don't keep the plate on the lap. And second thing, he corrected him. What was he doing after that? He was touching his plate to the dhoti. So this is something that is not done. The plate should never touch the cloth. You should keep a distance. Otherwise, all your clothes become contaminated. And don't think that, oh, this is such fanaticism. We have learned things from our elders. We have learned things from the Vaishnavas, from Prabhupada disciples. We have learned even from godbrothers of Srila Prabhupada. We have learned from Prabhupada. You don't touch your plate to your clothes. So they have to stay away, distance. Then what else? Bead bag. We don't eat with bead bag. Bead bag is sacred. Tulsi Maharani, always to be kept clean. You put your bead bag somewhere, you hang it somewhere in a clean place, keep it in your bag, but you don't bring it for prasada. And what else? Mahagarland. You do not eat with Mahagarland. Okay, next.
Now we are going to serve. Okay, Prabhu, start serve.
Oh, Prabhuji, what have you done? Forget the dhoti. Whatever you better pay for this.
Haribol, you don't know how to serve? Why you are dragging it?
He ruined my dhoti. What is he doing?
Just lift the bucket and drag it, okay?
Give me server.
We need one more server. Haribol, come. Anybody like to serve?
Bring me money.
Haribol, okay, you come. Serve, right.
So what happened here? What did he do wrong?
We kept it on altar.
He kept it? He kept the bead bag on the altar. Okay, the server, what did he do wrong? He dragged the bucket. Okay, next, what did he do? He served the dal from a high distance. So he splashed all the clothes of the devotee. Yes, so you should, and in the next one, what did he do? He touched. So two things, one is not too close, and one is not too far. You don't throw it like that, then it will splash. Yes, next.
Right. Now he's serving rice. The rice is little sticky.
I told you, here, why have you kept it here? I'm not going to put it here. Two here. Maybe two more. I will just make man overfill.
What happened here?
What is rising?
Oh, yeah.
He was talking on phone and he could remove this thing. And this rice is little sticky, so
he made too much noise with the bucket. One was speaking on the phone, so because he was on the phone, he didn't see what was being served. And then he had too much, so he downloaded on the others. But we don't do that. Yes. Next.
Okay. Rasgulla? How much? You
Maybe I'll taste one.
Okay, so this is the point of good habits, cleanliness. You see how Mukunda got really like, no. What else?
Marsha, come for the shop.
Oh, did you see what he did? You're not allowed to do that. What did he do? You cannot displace someone who is eating. Neither the servers can do that, nor those who are sitting. He pushed away Mukunda with his plate. That's very bad. Where should he have sat, Tamasya? In the line. He should have sat in the line. Come sit in between. Good. Next.
The gulab jamun was very tasty. Do we have more of it? I can see from do we have more?
No. Only one serving. No. Sorry. और नहीं और खाना नहीं थोड़ा सा पड़ा है गुलाब जामुन
Can we have more rice? Rice is there.
One.
Probably more, probably more.
So we actually he was asking, so we replied in very good manner. We should not reply like this. No, only on this time. We should be very humble and right. And now one more thing. One person is actually coming late. So you will fire sharp.
Brahmachari. Rice. Brahmachari Prabhu.
Yes, yes.
Rice. Hey Prabhu, invite. Please bring me chapati.
Okay.
Haripal Brahmachari Prabhu. Yes. Bring him a plate, Brahmachari Prabhu. Plate.
So like this, if these people who are sitting, if they shouting like this, so they are confusing the servers. So they should not shout like this. They should be patient.
And also we should address them with the name, not like Prabhu invite Gurta or Prabhu. And we address them like suppose we don't say Panjan and Nath, we say Prabhu, Panjanath Prabhu. Not just like Nimai or Gulshan. We address them with the like Mataji. Mataji of Prabhu.
Now what happened? I am getting late, so I am coming. Hello, how are you? Good. What is it? That's it. So some devotees are actually, they are not waiting for the servers to serve them. They come themselves and they start serving their own plates and they sit and they have prasad. So this is also not waiting.
Yes, this is a no. We do not serve ourselves. Even if we are servers, we don't serve ourselves. Everybody sits. Prasadam means It's mercy. It should come to us. No, you don't go and grab the prasadam, you don't come. Some people are really systematically, they want to choose. But you can choose even when you are served. You just say, not this, not that, yes, this, you know. So you please don't serve yourself. Even if you are late or whatever, there is always someone who can serve.
Okay, now we are serving in a wrong order, systematic. Okay, Prabhu, start serving. Take this Dham. I won't take this one. Barfi.
So first is the dal, next is the burfi,
Chutney.
third is the chutney,
Okay. Sabji. Okay, bring rice. Juice. Tomato soup.
Okay, so we spoke of this, the order of the serving, and the people should be able to start eating immediately. So serve them in good order. Chapatis, sabjis, rice plus dal, one after the next in proper order.
More rice. I hope the sweet is very tasty. Keep one bucket aside for us. Okay. Bring more rice. One rice. Where is the rice? अब थोड़ा ही है मुझे दिस मच नो नो वेयर इज फाइंडिंग व्हाट्स यार पता लग व्हाट्स योर प्रॉब्लम सॉरी
some rice na is pretty rice.
No, there is where did the bucket go?
I can see it.
Means what they are doing, the rice is very tasty, so this pulao something.
Pushpa rice.
Yeah, something. So they are asking some. Yeah. So I told them to hide one bucket, but they saw actually one bucket is there, but we are not sure.
And also while eating, I was using both the hands, so we have to use the right hand, the left.
Yes, and also if I don't, you were trying to grab the spoon or something. So this one mistake that the people who are eating can do many times. When you serve chapatis, pakoras, they want to take it many times. They want to grab the chapati, grab the pakora. This is wrong. This hand is eating hand, it is contaminated. You don't catch things with this hand. Because you can touch the spoon, you can touch the hand of the server. So it's not done like that. You just wait until it comes on your plate. You don't extend your hand. Only time you do that is when you are served some Mahaprasada. So when you serve Mahaprasada, you give your hand, right hand, like this, and they can put some little Mahaprasada in your hand. Otherwise, your hands are down, they are not there. Okay, time is over.
Done, Mataji.
Okay, so I hope, first of all, thank you for demonstrating, and we would like you to take this seriously. It is part of your training to learn different things. As I said, prasadam service today, there will be many other things that you will learn while you are here besides philosophy. So become a good prasadam server. Even if you go in a place where the culture is wrong, do not just do the same thing. Teach them the right and do the right thing. So that prasadam is served very respectfully and the devotees are pleased. Prasadam service is very important. I will read one quote here before we stop. This is from, I believe it's some memories, or maybe it's from the Lilamrita. I don't remember what's the reference of this. From Prabhupada Nectar. Okay, so Satyarup Das Goswami. Each morning, everyone would gather on the veranda outside Prabhupada's quarters. So where was this? This was in Radha Damodar. When Prabhupada first time brought devotees back from the West and brought them to India, they were all staying around Radha Damodar. So each morning, everyone would gather on the veranda outside Prabhupada's quarters. The men sitting on one side, the ladies on the other. Down the center aisle, Ananda would walk briskly. Ananda was a godbrother, brahmachari godbrother of Srila Prabhupada, and he was a cook, and he loved serving prasada. So Ananda would walk briskly. This means he was very energetic, distributing prasada, while Prabhupada sat at one end in a wooden chair. So there was all the men here, all the women there, and Prabhupada was sitting in the middle, and he was watching the two rows. He was sitting at the end in a wooden chair, fingering his japa beads and observing the devotees take prasada. Prabhupada had supplied money to the ashram, and Ananda was regularly cooking sumptuous feasts, deep fried chunks of potatoes in powdered spices, rice, yogurt, dal, 3 different types of sabjis, French fries, chutney, malpura, rajkeli, sandesh, kheer, and everything cooked to a nectarian standard of excellence. Very well. Prabhupada would sit at the end head of the 2 rows and encourage them to take prasada. Give him more. Prabhupada would praise Ananda's cooking, smiling with pleasure to see his disciples accept prasada. The devotees would finish, having been inducted to eat as much as they possibly could. So this is on feast day, not every day. On feast we induce the devotees, little more, but not every day. And Prabhupada would say aloud the Premadvani prayers. So this is the tradition in the Gaudiya Maths. See how seriously they take prasada as a religious function. We don't do that in ISKCON. Prabhupada did not establish this. If you go to a proper Gaudiya Math that is nicely following, you will see that everybody sits in one time. Everybody is served in one time, and nobody gets up in the middle. But people just keep getting up. In a Gaudiya Math, it's not like this. Everybody waits until everybody finished, or at least until the seniors have finished. And only when the senior gets up, then everybody gets up and leaves. And then when before getting up, they say, Jayom Vishnupada. They say the Premadvani prayers. So somehow Prabhupada did not really establish this in ISKCON. Then all the devotees would shout in response, Jai, Jai. After one such feast, Prabhupada called the devotees into his room and remarked, see how he is cooking, this Ananda. See how he is cooking. He cooks everything. He serves it. And then he doesn't eat until everyone is fully satisfied. This is Vaishnava, how he should act. He is more satisfied to serve than to enjoy himself. So this is an example of how Srila Prabhupada appreciated the cooking and the prasadam serving, and how he encouraged his disciples to follow in the footsteps of his godbrother Ananda. Just appreciate serving, love serving prasada. So I wish you all the best on your prasadam service. And this is part of extracurricular activities, and you will get marks from that. According to the board of exam, 10% of your marks are for your service attitude, your behavior, how your cooperation, and how you participate in all the extracurricular activities and in activities in general, how you speak, how you behave with the teacher. So all these things are considered as 10% of your marks. So, Hari Hari! Srila Prabhupada ki Hari Hari Bol. So please go for prasadam. Breakfast has been prepared for you in the prasadam hall. Srila Prabhupada ki